just go right into the closest news of the day, because at any moment we could be recording. By the time I drop this video, the
That's true.
decision about Patrick Kane could have been made. But go ahead and give me your thoughts, bro.
Patrick it's a very weird one for me with Kane. I thought initially during the offseason, due to him getting that hip procedure, the resurfacing, I thought it would have been better if he went back to the Rangers because that's a situation he's familiar with. Already in New York, could have been a good situation. And the Rangers are a good team. They just slapped and spanked my Bruins around just a night ago. But I think at this point, I don't know if the Rangers are necessarily in on Kane. And then you have other teams like Florida. Elliot Freeman said something about Boston trying to have a conversation with Patrick Kane. There's a few teams out there that would make somewhat sense. I don't think the fit's there in Boston. He would
Right.
fulfill a top six need on wing. I don't think I don't know. I just don't think in Boston would work. I think in Florida he would probably be utilized more to the best of his capability because you got a lot of big, strong forwards in Florida. He comes to Boston. He's more of a finesse playmaker. He can score the puck as well. I'm just not sure. Maybe you line him up with a guy on a line like Pasternak, Zaka, or DeBrusque, whoever. It could work out. But when I look at Florida with roster construction, I think that might be the best avenue for him. And plus, hey, you'd be in the sun, nice,
Right.
relaxing. There's a
Right.
lot of pluses to a guy like that. But one worry is he did get hip resurfacing, and the last guy to get that done at the NHL level was Backstrom, and he only played like what 9 games this season, and he was done. So it's got
Right.
to be a very like low end contract if I'm going to be bringing in Kane. It can't be some ridiculous cap hit. I mean, what are your
Right.
thoughts?
If he's coming to Florida, he's just coming because he wants to win a cup.
Yeah.
Because we got a million, maybe 1.1, we could scrape up off the floor.
Yeah.
Chris, friend of mine, good. What he mentioned was that we could actually, the Panthers could use performance bonuses in order to possibly,
Oh,
like if you win a cup, you get
yeah.
an extra 1.5 million, something like that. And then that would come on next year's cap, which
That's
again
what the
for the
Bruins did last year with Bergeron and Krejci. That's what
yeah,
they
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's possible, but then again, we're up against it next year with the cap too, because all the contracts that we have to sign.
Yeah.
I hear Fluffy's barking downstairs like he wants to come upstairs. There's two people there, Fluffy. All right, Kyle's supposed to be downstairs with you. My concern with Kane is this style that we play with the forwards up and back and up and back and down the up and down the ice. Um, and that surgery is just like, is he going to be able to play defense the way the Panthers would really need him to play?
Mm, Valid point.
Right. So I know yesterday, I think somebody said that Elliot Freeman was saying now maybe the Panthers are out and you're looking at maybe Buffalo or possibly Detroit because he's looking to get a 2-year deal. Now that, I mean, to give the guy a 2-year deal fresh
Oof.
off of that surgery,
That would be a bad investment.
that don't
Yeah.
sound, yeah, no, 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 no,
Uh,
no. I mean that almost smells to me like somebody. I'm not saying he's looking for free money, but bro, you got to come back and prove that you're even 80% of what somebody would need you to be before you get a second year coming off of that surgery.
yeah,
So
that would be a very giving him a multi-year contract at this point when you do not know. Now,
right,
Backstrom's hip could have been in a far worse place than Kane's. I'm not a medical doctor. I mean, I just had a hip procedure done this last year because got hurt on the tugboats.
right,
It's a long road to come back from these surgeries. Brad Marchand, he actually had a hip surgery, and relatively you've noticed a little bit of a step back, but he's relatively the same player. I mean,
right,
maybe Patrick Kane will be fine. I wouldn't feel comfortable giving it this. It's got to be a 1-year deal. Like it's got to
yeah,
be for him 1 year every single year throughout the rest of his career.